There seems to be this notion out there that in order to be successful, it's all about who you know and getting in front of the right people. Now, before I begin, I will say that if your only goal is to work for a specific company or to be on a certain TV show, then yes, there's a good chance that you will need to get approval or recognition from the right person in order to make that happen. However, if your goal is to be successful at doing what you love and to have an impact on your industry and in your community, then your goal should never just be about getting in front of the right people. And why is that? Because the most important right people aren't just behind the table at an interview for a high profile position. They're not just on the other end of an email you're about to send. The right people are also the people who are already right in front of you. There's an old saying that says it's all about who you know. And I agree with this statement 100%. But as someone who knows that I have to put in the work to be able to effectively do the things that I love for a living, I have to ask myself this question. If it's all about who I know, then who do I already know? When we hear this statement, most of the time, we're not actually thinking about who we know. We're thinking about who we would like to know or who we feel like we need to know. But what about the people that we already know? If you're an aspiring actor, you might be thinking, well, I don't know any casting directors, so therefore it doesn't really matter who I know. Or if you're an aspiring blogger, you might be thinking, I only have 100 followers on Instagram, so there's no way I can be successful until someone with a lot of followers finally starts posting about me. If you ever felt that way, I have news for you. That is not true at all. If you're an actor and you've only ever worked in one local production or you've only ever had one sale on your online store, know this, that one person believes in what you do. That one person thought you were worth the part, worth the time, worth the money. And if you happen to know who that one person is, whether it's your mom or your cousin or your friend from work, even better. Why? Because not only does that person believe in what you do, but for them to say yes to helping you out with your GoFundMe campaign, and for them to say yes to being that one person that came to hear you speak at a local conference, they are saying yes to being a part of the journey and what you've been called to do. So it may not seem like much, but these people who are already there are worth so much more than you think. Nurture those relationships that are already there, and you will be amazed at how much value already exists in your community, in your business, and in your brand. And yes, it may be exciting to go on a national speaking tour, but a local speaking tour is also effective. Packing up and going to Los Angeles for auditions is totally possible, but getting some friends together and making an epic local production is totally possible also, and very rewarding too. So even though there have been countless stories of people becoming overnight successes after one blog post or one radio single, there are also countless stories of people who made it by making it happen right in their communities, right in their state, and right on their YouTube channel that had 50 subscribers. So treat your 100 people like they're 1 million people. Treat your local production like the movie that's going to win you an Oscar. You never know who might be listening or watching or following from afar, but you do know that the people are already there, even if it's just one person. So while you can, respond to every comment, respond to every tweet, every email. Take the time to think and show appreciation for the people who have always commented on your videos, even if it's just 2 people. Make the most of opportunities you've already been given and treat them like the big deals that they are. In 2014, I was a little discouraged when my blog I had started 2 years prior. It was just not growing. There were other blogs out there that had started around the same time I started mine, and they were significantly more successful for me. On Instagram, we had about 2,500 followers. And while that may not seem like a large number to some, it may be a large number to some, I just was not satisfied with the amount of followers that I had, because similar blogs had significantly more. But then I had to check myself. I had to stop and think about that number, 2,500. On Instagram, that didn't seem like much to me, but then I thought about it. What if all 2,500 of these people were standing right in front of me? What if all 2,500 of them asked me, hey Morgan, what do you have for me to read today? I started thinking more and more about what I wanted to say to these 2,500 people that were already there. And then I started writing just for them, the people that were already right there. And I stopped thinking about the people that I wished were there. I started writing for them. I started providing them with a service that was just for them and not the rest of the world. Why? Because the rest of the world wasn't following me, but these people were. So I had to focus my efforts on them. Of course, it's always nice to write something and bring in new people, but I had to learn to focus on the people that were already there. And you know what happened? We started growing, and we started growing rapidly. A year and a half later, that same Instagram account has over 57,000 followers and is growing every single day. And the reason why is because I had to start realizing that I was already in front of the right people I needed to be in front of. I already had the followers I needed. I already had the people who were rallying around these ideas, who wanted to read them and share them with their friends. And then as their friends came, they wanted to share it with their other friends. And just like that, we started to grow more every single day. And I don't share that to brag, but I share it because I know that it works, and not because it's some crazy, awesome, genius, revolutionary idea. I share it because nurturing the relationships that are already there and allowing your brand or your business to grow organically is a healthy way to grow. There's nothing wrong with advertising or paying for opportunities or networking with high profile people, but consider this. What if all those people you needed to know were already right there? What if those people who could help you with your ideas and help them spread and help you make a living doing what you love were already following your page? Even if it's just 5 people, they're already there. They are the right people. They are who you know. My name is Morgan Harper Nichols. I'm a singer, songwriter, speaker, and author, and live streamer. And I just wanted to take the time to share that with you today. Be sure to follow my page. It's Morgan Media on Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, all that good stuff. I look forward to sharing with you some of the things that I've learned and how I've been able to do what I love for a living. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.